So, here I am, just a regular guy living with my roommate. I've always been a firm believer in the freedom of sleeping naked. I mean, who doesn't love the feeling of cool sheets against bare skin? Since my teenage years, it's just been my routine. But here's the kicker. I always make sure to put on shorts or something when I leave my room, especially if I'm heading to the bathroom. It's all about respect, right? Now, everything was cruising along just fine until one fateful weekend. My roommate decided to invite his girlfriend over for a couple of nights. We all get along pretty well, so I thought, why not? We had a great time out drinking, laughing, and just enjoying each other's company. But little did I know that my cozy sleeping habits were about to blow up in my face. That night after we got home, it was late. I was exhausted. So, as per my usual routine, I stripped down and slipped into bed, completely oblivious to what was about to unfold. Fast forward to the middle of the night. I vaguely remember hearing a noise, but I was half asleep and didn't think much of it. Turns out, my roommate's girlfriend had needed to use the bathroom but didn't know which room it was. She opened my door, thinking it was the bathroom. And just like that, she walked in, right as I was sleeping, naked. The next morning, I woke up to a storm brewing. My roommate and his girlfriend were waiting for me, and they looked less than pleased. My roommate, looking uncomfortable, said, "Dude, we need to talk." You can imagine my confusion. I thought maybe they were upset about the noise from last night or something else entirely. But no, it was about my nudity. His girlfriend was furious because she saw me in my natural state. They both insisted I should start wearing clothes to sleep now that she would be over more often. I mean, come on. This is my room. I tried to reason with them. I said, "Look, I get it was a mistake, but it's her fault for walking in. I'm in my own private space." But my argument fell flat. They were adamant. My comfort had to take a back seat to her feelings. Days passed, and the tension was palpable. My roommate wouldn't let it go. I still continued to sleep naked, feeling justified in my decision. But then, in a twist of fate, my roommate walked in on me sleeping again, this time on purpose. He stood there for a moment, probably trying to prove a point. But honestly, I didn't even care. We've seen each other naked before. It's not a big deal for us. But this situation, it was spiraling. It felt like this was turning into some bizarre power struggle. It wasn't just about being comfortable anymore. It was about boundaries, privacy, and respect. Oh, and here's the kicker. I thought about locking my door. But guess what? Our landlord doesn't allow us to change the door handles or put in a lock. So I was left feeling vulnerable and exposed in my own space, unable to secure myself from accidental intrusions. I started looking for alternative ways to block my door. Something simple, but nothing seemed to work. So here I am, stuck in this weird predicament. My roommate and his girlfriend want me to conform to their idea of comfort, while I just want to be myself in my own home. It's bizarre, right? It's my space, and I shouldn't have to compromise just because of a mistake. The question is, am I the asshole for wanting to sleep naked in my own room? Should I really be forced to wear clothes just because his girlfriend feels uncomfortable? I'm genuinely torn. What do you think? Should I change my ways, or should they adjust to my lifestyle?